were reportedly missing, describing the attack as a serious situation. Obasanjo lamented that Nigerians are no longer safe on the road, in the train, and at the airport. The Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, NSIA, has disclosed that the ongoing construction of the second Niger Bridge is at 91% completion. However, the total infrastructure of the second Niger Bridge, which includes roads, bridge, and interchange, and others, is presently at 84% completion. The completion date, the authority reiterated, would be October this year. 2 million people will start receiving about 20 billion naira from June this year as basic cash transfer and conditional cash transfers under the National Cash Transfer Program. The federal government has said this. It was contained or gathered that the federal government would pay the 2 million people 5,000 naira each under the basic cash transfer and an additional 5,000 naira under the conditional cash transfer. This implies that the government will be spending about 20 billion naira on the beneficiaries. This is contained in a strategic roadmap and activities of the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development. And civil society organizations, CSOs, are among those who have rejected the idea of hiring mercenaries to tackle insecurity in the country, stating that such is not an option. According to the CSOs, the Nigerian military has excelled in most of the operations outside the country, so it is capable of handling the security problem. This follows a comment by the Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai that governors may seek the help of foreign mercenaries in fighting insecurity if the federal government fails to stop the rather embarrassing situation. And that's it on Topical Stories this morning. We'll get to the Big Talk segment in a minute. Stay with us.
Non-stop. All my favorite music. I listen every day. This is the home.
Eagles.
More variety.
102.3. Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Hey, this is Justin Bieber.
This is Gwen Stefani. Hi, this is Madonna.
What's up, you guys? It's Nicki Minaj.
Eagles 102.3.
Break it down.
Back to the music in 3, 2, 1. Back to some more music.
Right here. Check it out right here.
Time to break it down now. Break it down.
Eagles 102.3.
Make some noise. One more time.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, it's the Kid 50 Cent.
Hey, what up? This Chris Brown.
What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Yeah, what the deal? This is Nas.
You're listening.
102.3 Eagles FM.
What's up? My name's Oliver Tree.
Hey, it's Lizzo. Hi, this is Adele.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is P. Diddy. This your boy, Lil Flip.
Yo, what up, people? This is
It's Jay-Z.
And look, John, to me, side boy. What's the deal? This is Ludacris.
Eagles 102.3. Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Hey, this is Justin Bieber.
This is Gwen Stefani. Hi, this is Madonna.
What's up, you guys? It's Nicki Minaj.
Eagles 102.3.
Break it down.
Back to the music in 3, 2, 1. Back to some more music.
Right here. Check it out right here.
Time to break it down now. Break it down.
Eagles 102.3.
Thank you again for letting your dials
Let's
locked
play
on
you
your
hit
regional
music.
experience. You can count on Eagles 102.3.
Eagles 102.3
And this morning,
Abuja.
our talking point.
Okay, everybody listen up.
Hey there, my name is Toto, and you're listening to Eagles 102.3 FM. Connect with us on all social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Eagles FM Abuja or send us a WhatsApp.
Called for a state of emergency in the Nigerian oil and gas sector, revealing that up to 80% of oil pumped in the country, particularly in the east, is stolen. Also, Mr. Tony Elumelu, the owner of Trans Niger Oil and Gas Limited, which recently bought 45% of oil mining license, OML 17, argued that oil theft was generally responsible for Nigeria's inability to meet its Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries OPEC quota. According to him, how can we be losing over 90% of oil production to thieves? Look at the Bonny terminal that should be receiving over 200,000 barrels per day of crude oil. Instead is receiving less than 300 or less than 3,000 barrels, leading the operators and Shell to declare force majeure. And that's not the only resource that's been stolen in the country. Nigeria's blessed country, which has over 40, mineral resources that have been plundered over the years, with nothing or less than next to nothing accounted for. This morning we'll be joined in by an expert, someone who should understand this, who understands the situation and has been analyzing public policy for a long time now. He understands most of the things that's happening because he is a political economist and development expert as well as public policy analyst. We're joined in this morning by Dr. Ejo Michael. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Michael.
Thank you, Hannah Shaw.
Well,
and good morning, Nigerians.
Well, Doctor, let's get to this conversation because some of us cannot understand how it is possible for over 80% of Nigeria's crude oil or Nigeria's oil to be missing. If someone is put in charge of something, right? Say, for instance, I'm put in charge of Eagles FM, and things get missing. I should have been able to report, unless, of course, I'm the one who's responsible for the stealing. How can you help us understand how, over 80% of Nigeria's oil or petroleum is missing and no one has been able to account for it, and no one has been, we don't even see people being relieved of their appointments or even being prosecuted. How can you help us understand this? How is it possible?
As a matter of fact, I want to correct the figure. It is above 90%. Currently, it is 95% of our oil that is lost to theft, not 90%. And this is rather unfortunate for an economy of this nature, a third economy. God has blessed Nigeria with everything that we need to move the country forward. These resources are concentration of the currencies of solid, liquid, and gaseous data for economic interest. These are given to us by nature, free gift of nature. And the essence of that is for God gave us these things to be able to reasonably prosper our people for economic growth and development. But the reverse is the case in Nigeria. What I want to say is this. One factor is mainly responsible for this, because it's what I call institutional corruption. When institutions of government are head-bent in participating in corruption, what can the government or what can the people do? Because those in government who are supposed to be the arbiter of the crime or whatever it is called are participating in the looting. We will surprise you to know, Yana Shaw, that only in March 2022, the State Committee on Finance, headed by Solomon Adiola, probe an anti-graft agency, a anti-graft agency, I don't want to mention the name, for selling 1.7 million barrels of crude oil unaccounted for. When the Minister of Finance was contacted, he said the money was not related to the Ministry of Finance. So you can imagine. And the presidency in March also told us that about 1 billion is lost to oil theft in 14 months in 2022. You can imagine. If these monies are used to develop the economy, I'm telling my brother, Nigeria will be better for it, rather than what we are seeing or experiencing at the moment. One thing I must say again, this theft is not only on oil. Gold is also a very serious place where theft is taking place. And I'll let you know one thing. It is artisanal basis because it is mostly done by artisans. And those areas where these things are available are prone to war and crisis and conflict because they steal these money and get themselves armed to terrorize the people and terrorize the government. So that's the situation we find ourselves in this country.
Now, you mentioned that, the stealing of gold is mostly done by artisans, and I'm wondering how these people would sell the gold if they steal the gold. Also, Nigerians are wondering how, if we say, the people who are stealing our oil are local thieves, how do they sell these things? Because, how do they sell the gold? Because gold and oil isn't really, something that you could just go to any market to sell. In Nigeria, it has to do with international, dealings and all. How did we get to this point? And, how is it possible for artisans to steal?
There's a connivance between the local miners and foreign nationals, like the Chinese that have been in Nigeria for years. For instance, there's a case in point, where the gold mining is done by the locals and it's being exported or repatriated out of the country by Chinese. When the government declared in 2020 no flying zone in Zamfara, and they went to Osun State, they were still found there, still doing the same activities, Chinese. 17 of them also were arrested. So there's a connivance between the locals and the foreign nationals who are in this country doing this business. And I'm sorry to say, my brother, that also our security agencies are not helping in this matter. They are also participating in this activity. They reach themselves.
If we say security operatives are not and also culpable, why is it so difficult for government to clamp down on these people who, especially when we talk about foreign nationals who are conniving with locals to steal Nigeria's mineral resources? Why would government not, do the needful to stop them? What is stopping government from having them, stopped?
We have a very weak institution. Our institutions are weak. Our judiciary, I'm sorry to say, is not strong enough. Our police, other security agencies are not living up to their expectations. Now we are talking about the general corruption. So the institutions of government are involved or participating in these activities, either directly or directly. The people cannot do anything. So that's why it is difficult to prosecute them, because government officials are benefiting from this test going on in the oil sector and in the gold mining in this state we have in this country. There's a participation by government officials. That's why it is difficult to prosecute these people.
I am concerned about the laws. So, for instance, we have a land policy or land law that says that all natural resources belong to the federal government. Do you think that if states and private individuals who own property where some of these minerals are deposited control their resources, that there's a possibility that all of these thefts could be controlled and managed?
My brother, who makes up the federal government? It's the state governors and we also of the local government. Because we are in the federal system where the local government and the state make up the whole system. So even if we decide to say we want to have resource control, this is the situation in the entire data area of the country. What will our local chiefs do? Or governors and local government chairmen and councillors? What will they do? They will still be participating in this theft. The issue on ground is not whether the resources to be controlled by the locals or not, or by the owners. But you need to have strong institutions, whether at the federal government or the state government. It doesn't matter where the resources are being controlled from. The government can take control resources, and we do well with our resources. But institutions are weak, and our government is not taking matter. Because you may be surprised to know that if the federal government can come to tell us that oil is missing, and nothing has been done to anybody, what are we saying? So even if we try to say, let every state control the resources, it's the same us, the same Nigerians, that will still be owners and controllers of those resources.
No, but
and what I want to tell you is there is a political economy of resources. What I mean by that is this. It's a consumer issue. Because the constitution says that the federal government controls the land. And now, because gold is found in certain part of the country, I'm sorry to say. Now, the federal government is turning back on that. They don't want to participate in mining those things because it is to favor a particular class in the society. That's the problem.
Now let's look at gold and some of the other resources. But before we get to that, let's bring in a caller first. We have someone who's been here waiting online. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my prince. Good morning.
Good morning, Paul. It's good to have you join us.
My pleasure, and good morning to Doctor. Doctor has spoken well this morning. You see, my prince, there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of shrouded decisions, shrouded things that are done and closed up by this government that we don't really understand. Even if these natural resources are stolen in connivance of the locals, how do they repatriate them to their country, especially the Chinese? Do they ship them direct from the landmines inside the villages, or do they fly from there? How do they pass? They pass through airports, they pass through the sea, and we have agencies. The government cannot look back, cannot look on the other side, and then begin to say they have stolen it, they have stolen that, without them knowing. We cannot accept that they don't know. All these processes, they know how these things are taken away from this country. It's because they are also beneficiary to these things. And our commonwealth is being taken away, that we are suffering today because of all this incompetence and deliberate corruption by the government to shield all these people around. You see, the problem is that even when you see it being taken and you talk, you turn out to be a victim. If you report it, you turn out to be a victim because there's one big man somewhere that is enjoying it, is making money, not minding other people, not minding. It's just a making wealth for his own children, great-grandchildren on phone. And it's a deliberate the government will not tell us, cannot even tell us that they don't know about all these things. If 80% of our own oil is being stolen, who is doing it? Did the government want to tell us that they don't know? How did they pass through the sea? The security, you remember that Governor Uche made a lot of allegations against the security. What did they do about it? In fact, he was pointing out to NNCDC, the army and some other people, that they were even processing those oil, crude oil, and they were selling it. So some of these things that we see happening today is just like a deliberate corruption that people enjoy every day. They will continue to enjoy. Like what doctors say, the institutions are controlled by government. And if government is weak and the government is corrupt, they will continue to encourage that corruption through the institutions. The worst of it is the judiciary. The judiciary is being put under the armpit of the government, that it cannot be independent to judge and deliver heartbreaking judgment that will put a hold into all these things.
Okay,
they cannot do it freely.
All right, Paul.
So we have a lot in our hands. It is the same thing with the security situation that we are trying for every day in this country. It is the same thing. People are benefiting. People have information. We don't know how they share it. We don't know what they do with it. At the end of the day, it's all the poor people that pay for it with our blood and sweat every time.
All right, Paul.
God will help us in this country. Thank you
very much for calling in. Now, Doctor, quickly, there's a link between the theft of mineral resources and the insecurity in our country. Some people have alleged that some of the killings are as a result of those who, want to just, erase or kill people in certain communities where they feel or where they have some of these resources, so that they can have a field day just stealing some of these mineral resources. Before you respond to that, I'll bring in another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, brother.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
This is John from Gobalada.
John, are you a first-time caller?
No. I've been partaking of inside this matter since all this. Since all this, I cannot be able to because I'm so busy.
Oh, okay.
Brother Enacho, please, I want to just ask a question. You as in Nigeria, do you think this our government, is it Buhari still there? Is it the Buhari we know?
Well. I know that we have a precedent.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, you are a Nigerian, see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just asking a question. Are you sure this is the Buhari we know?
I think there's only one.
Are you sure? Is it the Buhari we know?
I think there's only one President Muhammadu Buhari. And just make your point. I think there's only one President Muhammadu Buhari in the world.
Okay, are you sure he's the one there?
I wouldn't know.
Because all these things happening, it's just we don't even know what to say again. We don't know what to say, and we don't even know where we are going. We don't know where we are going. We are tired. We are tired.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling, John. Now, Doctor, let's look at the link between the insecurity that we're dealing with and the theft of mineral resources in this country. Some people have said you can't divorce each of them, that most of the security is fueled by, the theft and stealing of, natural resources.
Okay, yeah, thank you. You see, unregulated and illegal mining generate illicit funds in dollars, and these fuel crimes and criminality and contribute to armed conflict and enough funds. See, when activities of criminals are not checked, they are bound to be this crisis in those oil or resource-rich areas because they have it cheap, they sell it cheap, and they get money to break these arms. And the gambling for those things, those resources, are at the center of this crisis. Because there could be rival groups in a community or in a local that really want to have access or total or full control of the resources. And when they clash, it becomes a crisis. But the government has refused to meet this crisis in the board. They know all these things, my brother. But federal government came and told us that in 2021, about 9 billion naira is lost to illegal mining or mining activities in the country. This is what government is telling us. Government knows. And in June 2021 also, 8.2 billion alleged gold was intercepted at the international airport in Ghana by Kokota personnel. What did the government do? And this thing was owned by former governor in Zamfara. All these things are on record. You know all these things. Why is the government sitting on the fence? That's the question. Why is the government sitting on the fence? This is happening. If this money were used individually, my brother, what is Dubai to Nigeria? Some people don't have half of what we have. But look at where we are today. It's very, very unfortunate.
It's quite unfortunate. You would agree. Well, we would agree with you. But then let's look at some of the other issues surrounding the theft of mineral resources in the country and insecurity. We'll be talking more with Dr. Ejo Michael, political economist and development expert, as well as public policy analyst, speaking with us. Stay with us. The conversation continues. This is your radio experience you can count on.
On 09097054450. Keep listening. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hi there, my name is Kemi Michael and you are listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Connect with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Eagles FM Abuja, or send us a WhatsApp message to 090-9705-4450. Keep listening. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on.
Eagles sounds like this.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Are you listening?
Hi there, my name is Oli J. You are listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Do connect with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Eagles FM Abuja. Or you can also send us a WhatsApp message to 090-9705-4450.
Maybe not.
Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience you can count on. Keep listening.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay. Old school music is like fine wine.
Turn your lights down low.
Never gets old. Eagles 102.3.
Plenty gather strength together.
Are you ready for this? Brace yourself up for the new sound of radio. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
You don't get paid.
This doesn't make any sense.
Tune in to Hall of Fame, where we strut the red carpets of the silver screen.
Learning of an infinite multiverse includes learning of infinite danger.
That's not fair. I like this one.
I know what this place is.
It's all about movies and what to watch out for every Thursday at 4 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Yo, what's up? It's Laddie Poe, the leader of the revival, and you are listening to Eagles 102.3 FM. Stay locked.
Make some noise one more time.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, it's the Kid 50 Cent.
Hey, what up? This Chris Brown.
What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Yeah, what's the deal? This is Nas.
You're listening.
102.3
Eagles FM.
When the sun comes up, you know that it's time for the Sunny Side Show. With the Sunny Side Show crew, Itodo and Nene.
My name is Itodo.
And my name is Nene. Oh, wait, am I talking like this?
On the sunny side of things, weekdays 2 to 6 p.m. The Sunny Side Show. Tune in, you know, you definitely want to.
All your favorite music.
I listen non-stop.
All my favorite music. I listen every day. This is the home.
Eagles.
More variety.
102.3. Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Hey, this is Justin Bieber.
This is Gwen Stefani. Hi, this is Madonna.
What's up, you guys? It's Nicki Minaj.
The 102.3 Extra Show, guys. Listen, literally is exciting in the morning. It's crazy.
Eagles 102.3.
Break it down.
Back to the music in 3, 2, 1. Back to some more music.
Right here. Check it out right here.
Time to break it down now.
Eagles 102.3.
Make some noise one more time.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, it's the Kid 50 Cent.
Hey, what up? This Chris Brown.
The time is 9:32. Join the conversation now. We're talking this morning theft of Nigeria's mineral resources and, its impact on the economy. We're also looking at the security situation where Nigerians are killed and chased out of their ancestral homes so that people can steal the resources in their lands. It's just something that no one should support or anything. It's something that bothers the heart. And we're talking this morning with Dr. Ejo Michael, who is a political economist, and as well he is a public policy analyst and development experts. He's joining us in the conversation this morning. He said quite a lot, and if you missed out on the first part of the show, well, you're not too late. We have other parts of the conversation that you should join in and contribute. If you've been following, you can join in with your 2 cents. Let us know what you think about this situation that has plundered and also thrown Nigerians into abject poverty. Call us on 09073530044 and 09087668888. I want to get your messages on 09097054450. Now, Dr. Michael, let's talk about the fact that Nigerians sometimes don't even know what to do to start tackling or solving this problem. And many Nigerians say it seems like sometimes government is unaware. Sometimes government doesn't have all the solutions to all our problems. And so when Nigerians complain without proffering solutions, then it becomes a problem. I mean, because those who should know better may not always know. Those who you expect to know may not always know. If we just keep on complaining and not providing solutions to some of the problems, then these problems would never go away. In your opinion, as an expert, what do you think we can do to tackle this situation at all levels? What do you think? What do you think is the solution to the stealing that have continued over time?
First of all, it is laughable and it is disturbing to Nigerians for us to believe that the government does not know what is happening. That's the first thing I have to say. The government doesn't know that these things are happening. How come they are giving us figures from the government angle? Government is telling us the number of crude oil is missing, the number of gold is missing. If they don't know why they're giving us these figures. Now, as the way out, my brother, you see, it takes the political will of any government to take drastic decisions or drastic measures or put measures in place to correct the ills of the society. no government can succeed without the strong political will to enforce. Our enforcement system, as I said earlier, is weak because all this boils down to weak institutions. But before I go into the following solution, all these mining activities are caused by poverty and high cost of formalizing operations, high or cumbersome criteria required for formalizing these operations, and government inaction failing to put measures in place to combat illegal activity. And entitlement to resources, who owns that? It's not a problem. The locative nature of illegal mining is not a problem because it's very lucrative. Now, as a way out, I would recommend the establishment of integrated produce and mining that will focus on mineral beneficiation as value addition. In this establishment of this or a cluster, artisans will be trained, they will be brought together with the various skills in the various mining sectors together to demonstrate that capacity and ability in this mining. And then you will now add value to either gold or diamond or whatever you have this one. And when we export this thing, it's going to give us enough revenue, especially the revenue for the country. And it's going to create jobs. Because jobs are lost because of this illegal activity. Revenue is lost. But if these things are done and these people are brought together, trained and equipped to mine this thing and they are given license, it will add value to the system and will add value to the people. And then sometimes like gold now, jewelry will be produced. Instead of going to Dubai, India, and other places to go and buy jewelry, because in Africa, Nigerians have this craze for jewelry, mostly diamond and gold. We put it locally. We put it our local market. That is the thing. All this attitude of going out and buy diamond, buy gold, buy this, stop. Because we have them locally. And our gold is very, very good compared to other gold in the international market. Our gold is very rich. That's why people travel to come. Chinese is interested in illegally mining our Indian gold because of the value it has at the international market. That's the solution.
Now, speaking of creating another agency, we have the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative (NETI), which is started with the responsibility of ensuring that whatever is extracted from Nigeria is accounted for. Do we really need another agency to ensure to manage this? And what do you think? How would you rate NETI's performance over the years?
This is not to invalidate NETI status. This one is just like a cluster, a business cluster, so to say, the business environment. You bring them together. You're not taking activities of NETI. You're bringing those artisans together, train them, bring their skills together, integrate them into the system, and give the necessary equipment to do the mining and add value to the system. Now, this establishment is going to add value to the items that we produce locally. It's not to invalidate NETI like I said earlier. But NETI, because the macrocosm is weak, like the whole system is weak, what can the microcosm do? Nigeria as a whole is weak. If the head is sick, the body is sick. So if the federal government is not doing anything, what can NETI do? The problem boils down to the head of the government, who is supposed to have the political will to enforce this thing. So it has people working for the general sector of the economy. But he has to have the political will to enforce compliance. I'm not going to rate NETI badly or averagely or by number of percentages. But NETI was a political settlement that was done to certain set of people in government. That's why NETI cannot do much. I'm not going to say that NETI has done bad or has done well. But what I know is that NETI has not lived up to its expectation because the head is weak.
Now, let's talk about the artisans you mentioned earlier. Over time, growing up, I knew that we had goldsmiths, blacksmiths, and all those, and that was kind of like a thriving industry. But as it is these days, we don't see those people. We don't see the goldsmiths and blacksmiths. We don't really see them. What's happened? What's happened to that industry that should have been producing and contributing a whole lot to Nigeria's GDP?
You see, actually, the advent or the discovery of oil made all these things to get to the point that we are today. Because when oil was discovered, is a quick source of making money. So also gold. So going to do blacklisting will be like a waste of time and waste of energy. We are always ready to get this thing done as soon as possible. Get money. I need the cash immediately syndrome kind of. It's what drove that sector to extinction or to commerce. But we can't be going back to blacklist era or blacklisting era. We need to industrialize that sector. That's why I talk about the establishment of integrated produce and mining cities, where all those raw products or materials be brought and they'll be mined instead of going through the blacklisting. Because that blacklisting activities or industry is a back-breaking industry. So you need to use manpower. You have to use your strength. You have gone beyond that. We are in the era of technology. Let's look for a way of industrializing this mining.
Okay, now speaking of industrializing the mining, before we get to that, let's bring in our callers 09073530044 and 09087668888. Send a message to 09097054450. That's for WhatsApp and SMS. Don't forget you can watch us live on Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. We're streaming there. You can see what's happening in the studio and be a part of the conversation. Now, Dr. Michael, I recall that some time ago, the federal government was talking about, harnessing the potentials of the private sector in the mining industry, as well, as creating an industry, a value chain for, especially, resources or minerals like gold. What do you think about the private sector taking over this industry and, industrializing it like you mentioned?
Yes, I think it shouldn't be left into the hands of private sector alone. It should be a public-private sector kind of venture. Because if it's left in the hands of the private sector, they will be exploited. That is going to be solely capitalism. It shouldn't be done by private sector alone. The government should have participation in the mining also. At what percentage should government participate? That will be start and done by experts in the economy of the country to suggest ways in which what percentage should the private sector have and what percentage should the public sector have in the mining. It shouldn't be left only in the hands of the private sector. But one thing I want to say again, the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Act, well, it's like one of those policies of government or acts of government that are just done for due sake without proper or adequate implementation or follow-up. Because all these acts are there, but how are they being implemented or enforced? That's the problem. And it boils down to weak institutions.
Now, when you speak of weak institutions, what do you think we can do to ensure that institutions are able to run themselves and are strengthened beyond individuals? Because over time, it seems like, the people who had certain institutions or agencies of government become really stronger than those institutions. And when they leave, or when those people leave, the agencies or ministries just go back to what they used to be. We have the Ministry of Mines and Solid solid industry or something, and solid minerals, the industry of mines and solid minerals. And as it is right now, we're supposed to be holding somebody accountable for mineral theft. How can Nigerians hold those who are given or assigned responsibilities, to account so that they can function optimally?
Okay. You see, by setting the institution, first of all, we have to look at, like the Ministry of Solid Mineral you just mentioned. Who are those people working in that ministry? Are they right? Are they the right people? Are they square pegs in square holes, or they are square pegs in square holes? Who are they? Forget about the head. The head may be an expert. What about head of department? Who are they? Like now, somebody cannot read economics or political science or marketing and go there and head the department there. What can the person deliver? We have experts in this field. Why not get people together and employ them and put them in the right place at the right time and for them to do the right thing. Look at the appointments are made in this country. For political convenience, somebody will study law, you will go and be heading Minister of Works and Housing, somebody will study, go ahead to the place, a lawyer will go and head planning and budget. What are we talking about? Why not put the right people in the right place to do the right thing? That's the problem. And holding the people accountable, it still boils down to the political will of the government. The government does not have the political will. That's why people are getting these things and getting away with it. We are doing the most high level of impunity, according to audacious impunity. You do it with audacity. You do it and we brag about it. That's why nothing is happening. The government is not responsible. I'm sorry to say. It was only down to expectation. And it's very, very unfortunate, like I said earlier, my brother. We are not making headway in the country, and we won't make any headway. If we continue in this direction, that things are done, we are turning our eyes to the other side, and we pretend that nothing is happening, we can't make headway.
We can talk about, solid minerals and not talk about the Ajaokuta steel mill. The federal government recently, revealed that, as promised, the Ajaokuta steel mill may not come to live in the lifetime of this administration, as promised earlier. Some people have said, let's pull the plugs on that, on that steel company. Let's focus on something else because it would never happen. It's just been a conduit for people to steal money over time. What is your thought on that?
Yes, generally speaking, there's a conspiracy against the Nigerian people when it comes to the Ajaokuta steel industry. That industry, that steel company was established several years ago. And we have iron ore in Kogi State, Enugu, Niger, and the FCC. And iron and steel production will have been better because these states are close to Ajaokuta Steel Company. But because it's a conspiracy against the people of Nigeria by the international collaborators to ensure that Nigeria does not move from one state to another. And that boils down to what we call neo-colonialism. Giving us political independence without allowing us economic independence. That's the problem. It's a conspiracy against the Nigerian people. Whatever government spends to revamp Ajaokuta steel industry, unless we betray ourselves or get away with our close unfriendly contact with our international conspirators, not much, or even if nothing at all will be achieved in that direction.
Okay, so what would be your final thoughts as we close? What would be your final call to Nigerians, as regards mineral resources and protecting mineral resources and also the lives of Nigerians, seeing as how, it has led to the killing of Nigerians because, governments at all levels have been unable to manage these resources?
The responsibility lies on three sectors of the people. We, the citizens, what role do we play? Do we give government information when these activities are taking place in our locality? Security agencies, what are the roles? What role do they play in ensuring that they encourage this activity? And the government. So these three people, or these three categories or set of people, will have to work together to ensure that this activity stops. But the overall onus lies on the government, who has the nail and the hammer to enforce and to ensure that whoever is found wanting in the slaying of these mineral resources is brought to justice. And not only brought to justice, that justice should be made public. There is no what the government has done to Mr. A, B, or C. But when these things are done in the closet or off the camera without media coverage, how will you and I know that social person was prosecuted for involving in mineral theft? This needs to be done publicly. Like the case I cited of the Zamfara incident that was intercepted in Ghana. What happened? Who were those people that did that? Were they prosecuted? So the onus lies on the citizens, the government, and the security agencies. They will work together as they guide transparently and in truth. I think we'll make a better way or headway in this direction. That's my thinking.
All right. Dr. Ejo Michael, political economist and development expert, as well as public policy analyst. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning. We really appreciate your time on the program.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you as well, going out to everyone who sat back to listening, to those who called in to contribute to the conversation. We really appreciate your time. And the conversation continues on our socials at Eagles FM Abuja. Don't forget, the program makes a return tomorrow at the top of the hour 9. Be there and contribute to the conversation as well. My name is Nacho Prince. Coming up shortly is business news. Right after that, we get on with Eagles 1023 Extra with Oli J this morning. Stay with us on your radio experience. You can count on.
What's up, y'all? This is Eminem.
Yeah, what's the deal? This is Nas.
You're listening. 102.3 Eagles FM.
What's up? My name's Oliver Tree.
Hey, it's Lizzo. Hi, this is Adele.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is P. Diddy. This your boy Lil Flip. Yo, what the people? This is Kanye. Yes, Jay-Z. Good talk to me, side boy.
What's the deal? This is Ludacris.
Eagles 102.3. Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja.
Hey, this is Justin Bieber.
This is Gwen Stefani. Hi, this is Madonna. What's up, you guys? This is Nicki Minaj.
And I bow my head and I sing to myself. I just say, what's gonna be, it's gonna be. What goes up, must come down.
Break it down, down.
Back to the music in 3, 2, 1. Back to some more music.
Right here. Check it out right here.
Break it down now.
Eagles 102.3.
Let's play you hit music. Eagles 1023 Abuja.
Okay, everybody listen up.
Hey there, my name is Itodo, and you're listening to Eagles 102.3 FM. Connect with us on all social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at Eagles FM Abuja, or send us a WhatsApp message on 09097054450. Keep listening. Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience. You can